first wife, and because of you, was responsible for the capture and end of the career of the Golden State killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know that? You know, remember the Golden State killer?
Killer, the Golden State.
He's still alive, right?
He is very, very much alive. And if you watch the court proceedings when he's frail in his wheelchair and trying to, garner sympathy, look at me, I'm just this old man. And then when he enters his cell, he's just doing pull-ups and out of his seat and like, well, that didn't work.
Have you ever tried to contact him and say, I got you?
No, I wouldn't, because I didn't. And I don't want to, that would feel very, very weird and disrespectful, not just to Michelle, but to the victims. But the only thing I'd ever want to, if I ever had a chance to speak to him, which I wouldn't because he's a fucking zilch. I don't know why, but I would ask him the questions that Michelle wanted to ask him. And I also know he wouldn't answer. He would just shut down and not say anything.
Even at this point, do you think he?
Even at this point, yeah. The serial killers are almost to a person, they are just these blank nothings, and they don't feel like they take up any space or importance in the world. So the only way they can do that is by taking things out of the world and building this weird anti-hero myth about themselves. I'm the dark avenger or whatever it is. They're the heroes. They are the wronged heroes of their own epic fantasies in their heads.
But didn't he have a regular life too, right?
Well, they all have regular lives, but it wasn't the life he wanted. He clearly wanted to be this big badass who mattered. I think he was a cop for a while.
Right, he was a cop and he was married.
Yeah, and then he lost that job. Probably because of, I don't even know why he lost that job, because I don't care about
just
him.
So that just to inform people who are listening and watching right now, his first wife was a real like, she loved true crime, like your mom. And she watched everything to true crime, and she started writing this book. She was interested in this one particular case. He was what was he called? He was called the
Well, what she started doing was just investigating cold cases on her website, because she realized that now with Google Maps and Facebook searches and LexisNexis searches, the public has a lot of the tools that the police used to have.
You used to do that too. She was searching for that girl. It was that girl that got killed on the road. Remember, you were searching where they couldn't find the body. The guy came home. The boy came home.
Gabby Petito.
Yeah, Gabby Petito. She was searching for her.
Gabby Petito?
Petito.
Yeah. Yeah, she got into these cold cases up in the Northwest and even went to one of the murder sites so that she could realize, whoever did this killing, he didn't just walk down to the beach with a gun. This is a very hard beach to get down to. That was a very heavy rifle use. This is an outdoorsman who this isn't just some random guy, like going and walking the spaces and then using all the other investigative tools. And that led to her writing an article in LA Magazine about this guy who was originally called the East Area Rapist. This is up in Sacramento. And then he vanished, and then he popped up again down in like Irvine, and then they called him the original Night Stalker. So it was like, and one of the homicide detectives that she worked with said something really interesting and creepy. One of the reasons this guy stayed uncaught for so long is he was never really given a cool name. He never was given a name that really popped, like Zodiac or the Night Stalker. This was like, well, it's East Area Rapist, but also original Night. Like it just. So then she dubbed him the Golden State Killer, and that kind of helped to even. It was very ironic the day that he got caught. There's a press conference, and I understand, cops want to get credit for it. I get it, but one of the reporters was asking the cop who was doing the press conference, did Michelle McNamara's work have anything to do with the capture?
Michelle
McNamara was my
first
wife. Late wife, yeah. Did have anything to do with this case being closed? And the guy goes, Michelle McNamara's work had nothing to do with the capture of the Golden State Killer. But he's
called the Golden State Killer
because of her, and the reason he's called that is because the case got reopened. And every other investigator, like Paul Holes, like that actually worked the case, like, yeah, she absolutely had something to do with reopening this case and getting people to share information across departments and bring it all home. And she even suggests in the book, maybe use a familial DNA search. That's how and that's how they got him. So,
she made that suggestion.
Yes.
Wow.
Use familial DNA, which now they use all the time.
Right, but they weren't using it then.
No, because again, it was all, and there's a lot of like old school cops, and I understand this because I'm this way. You were showing me all this AI stuff, and I'm very curmudgeonly about like AI and virtual stuff. Well, there's a lot of cops that are like, the internet, I'm not going on some computer. That's what teenagers do. Like I knock on doors, I look at evidence, I look at photographs. Like it took them a while to realize, no, the internet and all of its tools are actually very helpful. You know, it's just a different mindset that you have to kind of.
It's just more access. All it is more access.
And
we see that happen a lot these days. Like that one movie, The Must Love Cats. Is that what it is? Or you know the one?
Don't fuck with
Don't
cats.
fuck with cats.
Oh yeah.
She always thinks must love and don't fuck is the same thing.
But don't fuck with cats. It's like all these internet sleuths that the law enforcement won't chase these leads. That all the internet sleuths are like, no, we're seeing him here. We're seeing him in chat rooms. We're seeing this, and they're like, that's not the way we do our investigation. And we even heard that with John Edward, who was recently on, who was talking about another investigator that used a psychic to help him. And
you believe in that?
No.
Really?
I'm sorry, I don't believe in psychics. And yes, sometimes cops will go talk to psychics when they're desperate, but that's just I for some reason I don't know. I don't really believe in psychics.